Welcome back, everybody. This is Giraffe Dragon here, bringing back to you the 1000-Year Door playthrough. Last time we got our first special ability, which was Sweet Treat. Basically your sort of, beginning game healing ability. And this time we're going to be continuing on with the story. And yeah, I think we're pretty much set for the time being. Because, I played this game like the back of my hand. I played this since I was 7, back when I was a really unintuitive and dumb kid, I might add. Because it was like, I didn't understand how to do anything in this game. Like, at all. Now, if you want, you can fight that guy there for a little extra experience Now, I want you guys to watch what I do here. You can choose to jump on him if you want to. And yes, this triggers a boss that allows us to move forward. This is, I believe it's the giant blooper? Who just ups and whacks somebody's tootsies like that? Bloop, bloop, bloop! Somebody with serious moxie, that's who! Bloop, 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 bloop! Would you look at that, it's some saucy mustache guy! Bloopity, bloop, bloop! He's in a world of hurt. Bloop, 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 bloop! I'll give him a taste of the old tentacle trample. Hey Mario, I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. Okay, no. Remember what Franklin told us. As far as I'm aware, he'll only attack the person in front. I'd like to just go ahead and tattle this guy. Let's see here. It's just Blooper. A really super humongous one too. Ew, it's so slimy. Yeah, she's a bit of a girly girl. HP 12, attack 1, defense 0. It attacks with tentacles and ink. Once you've damaged both of its tentacles, it'll fall down, and then it's attack time. By the way, the tentacles each have 3 HP. Now relax and house that slimy, nasty blooper. Now for this, I'm just gonna defend. You're darn blooping. Okay, no, he actually can attack behind you. Maybe, I think that might just be tied to the specific tentacle. Anyways, I like to use the fire flower for this. Because since he has 3 HP, that automatically takes him down to that much. Boop, 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 bop. And by the way, you see that we have like 2 green mushrooms there. I'm a little scared of that at the moment. Let's see what we get. Damn it! Okay. As you can see there, it cut our HP in half, it cut our star power in half, and it also cut our FP in half. And it also got rid of our entire audience. Good news is we just won, and when you reach 100 star points, you get a level up. Wait, oh, I guess I didn't get that yet. What number am I at, actually? Oh. I was at 79. Oops. Well, this is not one of my better runs. Commentator / Let's Player's curse, I guess. Anyways, this is our introduction. We are heading into the first chapter now. Chapter 1. Castle and Dragon. Monkey the Dragon. Sorry about that. The Petal Meadows. What, are we gonna head to a Petalburg? Yeah, I just like the look of Google, like it's like, Mario, can't we take a breath for a minute? Well, here we are in the Petal Meadows, where Vox and Crystal Star hides. Woohoo! Here we go, Mario! Aren't you just so sick of this already? Anyways, hit trees around you, and there's a pretty good chance that you'll find items. And there we have a mushroom and a star piece. And by the way, we've already found our boss for this chapter. Spoiler alert, it's a dragon! So, what garden variety dragon do we have this time? And those are some tiny looking wings there, but hey, you know what? It might just be it might just be bigger close-up. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like that. Totally. It's not like I've played this game 100 times. And there we have another mushroom. If I wanted to right now, I could heal both Mario and Goombella, but I'm probably gonna save that for just a little bit. And boop! Struck first. In the beginning areas, and yes, enemies will get progressively stronger. I had a feeling, because whenever there's a pause like that, from time to time, stage props will fall on you. All sorts of stage props can fall on you. What you saw there was like a light. Those will do like 1 point of damage to any character. If you have any defense buffs, or if you if you guard it like you saw there, that will block the attack. And it also has the chance to add the electric stacks on you. Which basically means that if an enemy tries to hit you with a physical move, it will be like, they'll take damage themselves. If you get hit by a pail, you end up you have a chance to gain the confusion status, which actually happens to me quite a lot, especially to Goombella. Those hitboxes, yo. So yeah, so long as you get the first strike, you're not gonna take a lot of damage in these parts. You'll typically be able to finish it on your turn. Now, other sort of things about certain stage members, as you saw there was Luigi in the crowd. If he threw anything at us, it would be a very good item or power up of some sort. And if we go down this pipe, we'll see that there's a badge there that we can't get yet. You want to remember that for just a little bit later. Also, go ahead and hammer this. I think I hammer it about 7 times. I'll probably fix that in the comments or something. And that gives us a horsetail. Replenishes 3 FP, which is actually really good. It's also a cooking item, which most items actually are. Also, this is Joe's Goombella reminding you that, hey, I know useful stuff. If you need it, if you can't figure out a direction to go, or if you have trouble figuring out a puzzle, just talk to me and I'll help you. Okay. I want to swap to Goombella. Because I want to go ahead and take care of that spiky Goomba. Anyways, about the slots, if you manage to get 3 FP, 3 flowers, you'll max out your FP. If you get 3 hearts, you'll max out your HP. If you get 3 shine sprites, as you saw in the last video, it heals everything. And all of them end up maxing out your audience. Or fills up all the seats. And now we gotta level up. Every time that you manage to get 2 or over 100 star points, you'll get the chance to level up. As you have 3 options: HP, FP, and badge points. Since I'm a player that's played this game for a while, I tend to prefer focusing on badge points, and especially in the beginning, so I can get more powerful combinations later. But usually I like to go in the cycle. But after I get my badge points up to a good degree, I then sort of balance that between that and FP. But usually a good suggestion that I would give is going in a cycle, where you would go you upgrade BP, then FP, and then HP. But for me, I probably just gotta play it by ear and make my decision from there, because that's just how I like to play and how I've been playing this game a lot recently, as of the last couple dozen times. It's because I like to do runs where I don't upgrade my HP at all. Doesn't mean I can't downgrade it though. And what do you know? It is Petalburg. What, are we gonna find a sunstone and a moonstone? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stop there. I think I'm just gonna stop trying to give nudges and hints. Sorry, but it's been a long time since we had visitors here. We're kind of remote. Yippity. Yippity. Like, how do you say that in that... What kind of tone? Would you go like, yippity, yippity? Once that dragon hotel was spotted flying around this area, well, it didn't help tourism, put it that way. People just stopped visiting. Dragon hotel? That must have been that huge thing we saw earlier, Mario. So it's called Hooktail, huh? Ooh, scary name. So anyway, Green Boots, have you ever heard of these things called crystal stars? Hey, I take offense to that. We're on this quest for them, it's very important. Crystal stars, you say? Nope, can't say I have. Sorry about that. You might want to speak with the mayor, though. He's old. Really, really old. As such, he knows all kinds of stuff we don't. Koopas of his age are, really smart. The old server's kicking in, old man. A pink house, so it's totally hideous, but it should be easy to find. Thanks for your help. And just like in Paper Mario 1, we will be getting access to more party members. Now, for what I like to do here, I like to go ahead... Oh yeah, since this is my first time going to the shop, he's given the tutorial for it. Okay, first I like to do is sell the mystery, even though that's just a 1 coin profit. And then I want to store the horsetail and the mushrooms. Okay, so let me think here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm gonna need, I believe, 4. 4. And then we're gonna run into another one later on. And we're gonna buy a power block. And then might as well always bring 1. Actually, no. I'm gonna take a honey shrimp syrup, and that'll be it for the time being. Okay, you guys will see as to why I did that later. When we get to like the end of the next dungeon area, or when we get close to it, anyways. Ooh yeah, there was also this over here. Will I have enough room for that? I think I will. Okay. You want to check these piles of leaves, because then you'll get access to a turtle leaf. Yet another ingredient for cooking for later. For creating, like, potentially powerful items. But you can do a lot of stuff with a turtle leaf. You can make tea, you can make salads. Anyways, this guy's a little crazy. I kind of like him. Just leave the photos of me and the missus. Can't do without those memories. What? Not these, you say? Well, what's your story then? Oh wait, you folks looking for crystal stars? Them doohickeys? I once used one. Got high. Well, why didn't you pipe up before, you idiot? How do you pronounce that? People in the comments, tell me. We're just wasting time here. The crystal stars, you say you're hunting? Wait. What did I hear about those dang things again? Ah, got it. Okay, it does got what you're looking for. Of course, we have to fight a big monster to get what we're looking for. Yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah, he's kind of brutal. Especially if, like, you know, you're not careful. You got it, we're gonna fight him. Wait, what's that I hear? You'll accept no reward? Of course I won't. Honestly, at this point, I don't really... Even if you say that you're willing to take a reward, like, that you don't really get anything, just a little spoiler alert, you don't really get anything for doing that. Okay, so let me check my inventory again real quick. Yeah, we should have enough inventory. By the way, that D-pad you see right there, what I did there was I pressed the Z button to pull up like, you know, our stats and everything at the moment. By the way, you can also get emails that just sort of help you immerse you into this world a little better. By pressing up on the D-pad, I can immediately go to the gear, which you'll see me probably doing a lot. Yeah, this is the RDM, or the Roadport Daily Mail. Yeah, or no, the Direct Mail Verification. No, wait. Roadport Direct Mail. There we go. That will, help you immerse you into the world a little bit. And sometimes they'll even give you hints as to where to find certain key things, such as, maybe items for a quest. At least it might live there. This gate is going to keep it out. My job is guarding the gate. But if the mayor says it's okay, I'll let you pass. Careful out there, though. Try not to get too beat up while you're out there. I'd rather not drag you back. Excuse me, or I beg your pardon. Wait a moment, please! This adorable dweeb is Koops. Yes, Koopa and Oops. Pardon me for yelling like that. I was panicking. How to begin? My name's Koops. I heard that you're traveling to Hotel's castle. So anyway, I have a favor to ask. Just forget about it. Never mind. Ignore me. Goodbye. I suddenly feel very bad for that kid. It's almost like as if I know him. Almost like as if he reminds me of myself when I was a kid. I'll think about that later. Psychology for later. Anyways, yes, in my opinion, you want to check everything. Because you'll never know as to where something might be. You might remember certain things because, whoa! Nearly ran into the enemy there. Here we got a new enemy, Koopa Troopas. Koopa Troopas. You can tell that the bad guys are the ones with shades. That's a Koopa Troopa. They've been around forever. Gotta respect the longevity. Their shells are hard, but flip them over and their defense drops to 0. And you know how to flip them over, right? Just jump on their heads. And so long as you keep jumping on Koopa Troopas, they will never turn back over. There we got 5 star points? Yes, 5. Whee! Ooh, little health, more coin. By the way, Koopa Troopas are the second instance of enemies that can first strike you. Spinias are the second enemy that can first strike you, which is why I wasn't that big a fan of them, because it feels like as if they can just sort of do it out of nowhere. Now let's see here, as to what other people in the stage can do. Shy Guys will occasionally go onto stage and mess with the set, causing some sort of prop to fall on somebody else. Other props, such as as that tree there, can fall on top of you or enemies and deal a little bit of damage. But don't worry, it's not a lot of damage to begin with, and you'll see it coming from a mile away. Man, you gotta love those hitboxes. Now, something I'm a little unsure about is that I don't know if Koopa Troopas can use items while on their back. If somebody in the comments knows the answer to that, you can correct me. But I don't think they can, but I'd rather not take a chance. And as you see there, we got another power block. Now you may be wondering, what is that power block for? What's the point of it? And then you realize, we have mini bosses here. And we have to fight them in order to get past, otherwise we're not going to get past that door. Okay, and when we look at, when they're called bog clefts, just sort of, I imagine they're kind of like rock golems, like Goomba golems. That's a bog cleft, basically a rock monster with a swarthy looking face. Ugh, this is kind of mean, but bog guys really just don't do it for me. HP is 2, attack 1, defense 2. Yeah, defense is pretty rock solid there. Fire doesn't even hurt it. Are you best to say attack with a power block? You could also attack, alternatively use the power smash, as that will help cut through that defense there. But that's all. But that's, like, you know, that help. Having that power block there really helps, especially if you take the time to just sort of check the bushes near the area. And then that opens the door, and we are allowed to progress. Let's move forward. Well, I didn't get a first strike on him, but thankfully neither did he. Okay, Koopa Troopa's in the audience. That guy's got a heart there, so I'm gonna just let him throw that. Koopa Troopas, when they get scared, they'll end up hiding in their shells. And when they're in their shells, they don't give out star points. Or rather, they don't give out, like, you know, little stars to help you out. So it's a good idea to just... But since they rarely ever tend to do that a whole lot, you don't really have a lot to worry about in that case. Let's see here. I mentioned that dull bones give like, you know, no audience star points at all. Bob-ombs blow up in the audience as well as taking up 2 seats. Let's see here. Crazy daisies, which are these little flower guys that we'll be seeing more in Chapter 4. That we'll be seeing in Chapter 4. Oh, we certainly will. They have the occasional tendency to put chunks of the audience to sleep. Sometimes if one's in like the middle, they'll put the entire audience to sleep. The entire audience. And as you can guess, when the entire audience is asleep, no one gives out star points. Let's see here, and then just have Mario jump. Let me think here. Is there anything that I'm missing? Piranha plants. Okay, piranha plants, if they pop up in the audience, there's a chance that they might end up devouring some members of the audience around them. But they don't devour, like, you know, numerous members. They only devour, like, one at a time. And even then, it's random as to when they do it. Now, these enemies are a bit interesting. These are Bristols, and if you are not prepared for them, they are Brutals. I like to call them Brutals. Because, let's just take a look as to what kind of stats they got. It's a Bristol, totally covered in spikes. They're so prickly. HP is 2, not bad. Attack 1, defense is 4, and they are impervious to fire. Yeah, the only thing that's gonna kill this thing is gonna be... So you're thinking, oh, then I guess we can't use our hammer power thing. So what if we had something like, you know, piercing strike, which, you know, negates all defense. And you can't jump on it because, like, you know, the spike. And you can't use their hammer because those 2 points jutting out, it'll end up poking you out that way. There are only 2 easy ways to take these kind of enemies out. Use a power block or perfect the super guard against them. They're really easy to regular guard as they just sort of spin and then just sort of rush forward at a moderate pace. Like compared to a Spinia, they're rather slow. Let's see, we're in the next part. Let's see here. And then... There we go. And that thing on the ground, we'll get to that in just a sec. Might as well just go ahead and use that here. I guess defend on the off chance it decides to attack. Ow. Yeah, I'm pretty bad at super guarding. I might as well just stick to regular guarding from now on. Okay, and then go forward. And that's an inn coupon. Allows you to stay a free night in any inn, free of charge. Okay. I need to get rid of something in order to carry something else. I'm gonna toss the fire shroom, and then I'm gonna go ahead, use the mushroom on Mario. Just to sort of pad out my health. I kind of underestimated how much storage I was actually gonna get. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We got 2 Goombas and a turtle. So let's see here. Okay, then we're good there. Just continue to jump on him. Okay, thank goodness. I always get a little fearful when I see 2 poison mushrooms. Whenever I see a poison mushroom, because it's like, oh darn it, no. Because as you saw earlier in this episode, it literally just tore apart my HP by cutting it in half. Like, early in, you might not think, oh, it's not that bad. And you know what, you might be right, but here's the problem about that thing. It's, like, ridiculous. Anyways, this is sort of like the thing that's gonna keeping us from getting inside from getting to the stone keys. You're the first contestants I've seen in a while. Notice he says contestants. We must compete against him. Okay, I'll take it. I'm pretty sure I can win a fight somehow. And then no, it's just a game show. Hey, ladies and germs, welcome everybody to the 65th Super Fun Quirk Quiz. Perk up those ears. If you correctly answer 5 of the following questions, you win. But get 3 of them wrong, and you'll suffer a cruel and unusual punishment. Now, for the first question. What's hidden in this place? Okay, basically, I know most of these answers by heart, but I'm going to deliberately screw it up. Because I know I can win the upcoming fight, because if you remember, I got a POW block earlier. Now, this number I don't actually know, so I'm going to take a guess. I think the correct answer was 16. What's the name of the man from Helleberg? I might as well just get this one right. Just to sort of might as well show you all the questions. Because let's see here, we're not done yet. Question 4, tell me now. Where is the Crystal Star? Hotel Castle. From Pedal Metals to Road Park, you go through a pipe. That's correct. It's too easy. Which of the following creatures have hands? Koopa Tell me you didn't just get your 4th right answer. It can't be true. That's it. I'm making the rest of these damn impossible. Now for the last question. What number question is this? Gee, I wonder what number it is. The Super Question 64. The correct answer was 7, and the funny thing is that later when we do this sort of thing again, the very last question asks us the exact same thing. And we fight 4 of these things. For this point in the game, for a lot of people, this would be very hard, especially for those 2 items that they have right there. However, and since we can't run, it's not like we can just plan an attack. However, you guys remember that power block that I bought earlier? Yeah, the one from the store? Anyways, this is a future enemy. This is like an enemy that we find at the beginning of Chapter 2. HP 2, Attack 2, Defense 2. And then we use the power block here. Insta-win. And we are gonna get a hefty amount of experience for that. And as you saw that That stump there just sort of fell over. That can hurt us too. What? How dare you? How did you defeat my cute little Klefs? Fine, whatever, you can pass, but I despise you. It's one of those things where it's like a, but thou must let me pass because I beat your challenge regardless. And I'm gonna go ahead and just sort of continue going forward for a bit further. And for some people that have been playing this game, they might be going, oh, this place takes forever because these enemies here take forever to kill. What are these enemies? Remember that on the question? These are fuzzies. They don't have hands. That's a fuzzy. What a hyper little guy, huh? Come back on the caffeine. HP 3, attack 1, defense 0. And you might be thinking, oh, what's so bad about these things? That's what's wrong. That's what's bad about them. They suck up your HP. Back then in the day, these things took forever to kill. And however, she does give you a good tip here. Anyway, guard against them by pressing A at the moment they release you. It's like me-ar, boom. However, we have fire flowers, and I made sure to get a very specific amount because I already had one, and then I bought 4, and I picked up another one. So we're going to be fighting essentially 6 groups of these. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and just upgrade my BP again to 9, and then the next level up, I'm going to level up my FP, most likely. Because honestly, you can actually go a fair distance, in my opinion, through most of Chapter 1 without leveling up your FP. Because leveling up your FP is good, in my opinion, and it's certainly helpful. But by all technical means, you could even face that first major mini-boss of Hotel Castle without having to upgrade your FP. And yeah, well, there's a moonstone, so guess what? You can expect a sunstone on the other end. Yeah, 4 of these things and you can't run. This is why many people consider these enemies to be some of the worst. However, if you bring like fire flowers with you, these things are going to be a piece of cake. Honestly, with how much, considering the fact that they sort of live underground, you probably would consider that they would probably take like double damage from them, considering they probably don't see the sunlight. Oh, I didn't actually mean to do that. Yeah, I got enough. Because sometimes I forget if I actually had enough on me. And then continue on forward. Pick up our sunstone. Yay, now we can evolve our Now we can evolve our what were they called? Now we can evolve our Helioptiles into Heliolisks. Oh, and by the way, yeah. As you saw right there, not everything they throw at you is a good thing. Cannons, I want to say, do 2 to 3 damage. That's what I want to say. I haven't got hit by one in a while. Anything at all. That was pretty easy. That was pretty simple. well, looky here. New York. Hey, you suspicious types. This is our place, and coming in here is rude, rude, rude. Sorry, suckers, if you want a warm welcome, too bad. Now I'd lunch on your head. Now you might be wondering, what is this little guy called? He is called a gold fuzzy. That's a gold fuzzy, wow. Whoa, those are super rare. I'm serious, wow. Max HP is 10, attack 1, defense 0. Oh, but hey, even though it's a fuzzy, it won't suck at your HP. This is actually kind of interesting. I think that's part of the reason why these things are considered rare. I have to wonder though, how does this thing hide? Look at it, it's so gaudy. And then what you want to do here, Power Smash. Because once he takes at least 4 damage, oof, hey, ow, you chumps are tougher than you look. But I'm not through yet. Everyone, get him! Look at how impressive this is! Fuzzy power! Da 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 da! Ow! B-I-N-G-O-N, Bingo was his name. As you can see there, since our star power was already filled, we didn't have to worry about getting that back. And don't worry, these guys don't drain your HP. You just gotta time your presses. And as you saw there, I actually never attempted to do that before. It was like super guiding the horn. Basically, you just want to focus down on the enemies, on the boss, and then you'll win no problem. And as you can see there, our coin number now is at 99. So by all technical means, even though we spent like a fair amount of money, we didn't actually end up losing all that. We ended up like breaking even with the beginning of our journey. And honestly, if you don't want to fight all the enemies, which is what I tend to do at this point, on this particular backtracking bit, I would just suggest like following the bottom part of the path. Just do that, run along, run on top of it, and you won't get caught. It might look like you will, but you probably won't. As Goombas cannot actually reach there. Now let's see here. Probably gonna turn the end coupon into the store. Just sort of put that into storage. Because I like to save those for like post game for when I end up doing stuff like filling out. So just trying to get specific items for recipes. Let's see here. Store that. Store that. And then withdraw that. Withdraw that. And then buy one of those, and then buy one of these on the off chance I get in trouble. And next off, we are heading to Hooktail's castle. Nothing can stop us now. Excuse me. Or cutscene could. It's Mario, right? Look, see, the thing is, I've been waiting here in the hope for getting to speak with you. I have to ask you something. See, I was wondering, would you... Oh, please take me with you to fight Hooktail, please, I'm begging you! Sorry about that. See, my dad, he went off to battle Hooktail long ago. but he never came back. He's doing this partly for revenge, but also to prove himself to be strong. And we say, sure, buddy, you can come along. Because Koops is awesome. Koops' abilities, primer. By the way, every partner in this game is a primer. Even the one I don't consider to be that useful. Don't worry, we'll get to that partner later. If you hold X, you can hold him shell. Now, here's the thing, I suppose I'll save this story for next time. It's a story about how dumb I was as a kid. Because this tutorial kind of says it all. I'll let you guys figure that out. Until I do the next upload. Okay, Mario, let's get going. Koops. Oh, golly, hi, Koopy-Koo. Did you overhear all that? Anyway, she's trying to convince him to not go. And, the reason why is because, it's not because, like, you know, she might think that he's not as strong as he's trying to be. Fine, ignore me! She just doesn't want to get turned into turtle soup. That's the thing, she just doesn't want to get turned into a snack. A hooktail. Let's see here. Might as well fight the enemies here. And I'll also get to show you guys how Koops battles before, you know, the actual next. Oh dear God. Oh God. Okay, that thing needs to die now. Okay, good. That was the close call partner badge. It gives like your partners, your allies, a chance to sort of not take damage when they're low on health. And as you saw there, that hit all grounded enemies, which is super useful. And since and that's kind of the reason why I wanted to go ahead and use this. Go ahead and get that, because I had a feeling I was going to end up using that up. And I'll just go ahead and pick up one of these, that way I can at least have a little bit of a buffer for the next one. Bad thing about Koops, though, he can only hit grounded enemies. He can't hit enemies that are flying. Good news is he can hit enemies with spikes on them. But only if they're grounded. He also has a defense of 1, meaning that if like a spiky Goomba jumped on him, if he didn't block it, he would only take like 1 point of damage. However, because he's a Koopa, that does mean that he can also, like, you know, sort of lose in that regard. Let's see here. I'm just going to take you out. And Koops basically sort of acts as like a hammer that can hit all grounded opponents. Because he can do like a normal hammer strike, like kind of, because he can do a shell toss, which kind of acts like Mario's normal hammer strike, where he hits like the person in front. But he can use a power shell, which I showed earlier, that hits all grounded targets. And let's see here, then we go over here. And we're gonna do the puzzle real quick. We're gonna go into the castle. Put the sunstone there. Put the moonstone there. Sorry, but I'm not gonna be able to evolve my Nidorino into a Nidoking, guys. Sorry, guess Pokemon Red's gonna be put off for a while. Now, this is part of the reason why I was a dumb kid. Here, begin at the path to Dread Hotel Castle. Weaklings retreats. Basically, it's giving you the hint of what you're supposed to do I never put together the fact that you were supposed to do this and put Koops there and then try to hit it right around the same time as he does. That took me so long as a kid. So long, in fact, that I had it like about 20 HP before I entered the castle, about 10 FP. Or 25 HP. Like, it was so much. Now, we're not actually going to be entering the castle. We're going to be saving and we're going to be doing that at a later part. Next time, we're going to be doing some side questy based stuff. See you all then.